Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Jennifer Marie VO, where I teach you ways you can make money online from home. So we are in a world crisis right now with COVID-19, and thousands upon thousands of people have been forced into unemployment because they've lost their jobs. People who are already making money online using different online platforms are also noticing that job availability is very limited, because so many people are competing for the same jobs and there just isn't enough available for the demand. So I wanted to compile together a list of 12 different websites that I have used and reviewed, and I know that you can make some money on each of these websites because I've made a small sum of money on each to prove that you can. If you want in-depth reviews on each of these websites, you can subscribe to my channel or check out my video list, and there you'll see an instructional of how to sign up and how to complete jobs. I will also put links to each of these reviews and tutorials in the description below this video. So this video will be broken down into 4 sections: transcription or transcribing, micro jobs or micro tasks, freelancing opportunities, and also website testing. So we'll discuss 12 different websites. I'll talk about current job availability right now in March 2020, the difficulty level, the requirements, and also the average pay rate that you can expect for each of these websites I'm going to recommend. Also, make sure to check out my video on how to set up an automatic auto refresh with notifications so you always know when there are new jobs available and get alerted. So let's get started. So we'll start with transcription. Here I've created a list of 5 different companies where you get paid to transcribe audio into text. So you'll listen to an audio file or you'll watch a video and listen to the audio file in English for all these websites. And then you need to type out in perfect English, or pretty much perfect English, what the person is saying, following a list of guidelines that are different for each of these websites. You need to have a good or an excellent level of English, and you need a computer or a laptop for all of these 5 websites. You cannot do these particular jobs on your mobile phone or your tablet. Okay, so the first company I want to tell you about is QA World. QA World has a really easy test to get accepted. It is for beginners. Some people say that they struggle getting paid because you do have to have a good grade on your transcripts in order to get paid, but the test is definitely the easiest. Now, job availability is average. Usually there's always calls coming in, but you'll notice that if all of a sudden there's 20 new calls that you can transcribe, they will disappear within a minute because people are just sitting there waiting for work, especially right now. The pay rate is quite low. It's 20 cents per audio minute, or $12 more or less per audio hour. So that's not $12 US that you're getting in an hour's work. It might take you 2 to 3 hours to transcribe an audio hour. So it is quite low, the pay, but it is good for beginners, I would say. The second one, which I think is even better than QA World, is Scribby. Scribby, again, is for beginners. Again, this is also for beginners. The test is pretty good because you can pick which test you want to do, which audio file you want to transcribe. There's pretty good job availability. The pay rate is about 16 cents per audio minute, or $10 per audio hour. Now, they do advertise that it's up to $25 per audio hour, but I have not seen any file that is more than $10 per audio hour. Then we have CrowdSurf, which I personally really like. Now, CrowdSurf has a reputation for giving accounts pretty easily to US citizens and Canadian citizens, but people who have applied, even though you can apply if you're international, they say that they never hear back from them, even if they've passed the test, which is annoying. So if you are applying from somewhere outside of North America, I would probably stick to the other 4 on this list just in case, because you don't want to waste your time. So the pay is up to 19 cents for a 35-second audio file. Then we have Casting Words, and I would say this is, again, intermediate and up. The job availability, unfortunately, is quite poor. Even though there's lots of jobs always available, it's for people who have a higher level in Casting Words, and it's hard to get to a higher level unless you transcribe files. So if you're constantly refreshing the page and you get a few, eventually you will be able to make more money, but that is also one you can consider applying for. The pay rate is between 17 cents and 92 cents per audio minute. And finally, we have Rev, and I would say this is more intermediate and advanced. And I say that only because Rev has a reputation for being very strict on the files, and they have to be pretty much perfect. And also, the tests are much more difficult to get into. Rev has a captioning program and also a transcription program. The job availability is quite good. It's average, but I would say average to good. The pay rate is between 30 cents and $1.10 per audio minute. If you work in the captioning program, you have to do a little bit more work, so you get paid more. I think the pay rate is maybe 50 cents to $1.10. And then transcription is it's a little bit easier, but the transcription test is definitely more difficult than the captioning test. So I just want to switch now and go into my own accounts that I have, and I've been approved for an account for all 5 of these websites, just to show you what the availability is like right now. And right now it is March 24th. So we're right in the middle of this whole, everyone's in lockdown and quarantine, everyone's trying to make money. So let's just have a look and see what the job availability is like. Okay, so I'm on QA World right now. It says there are no calls at this time. Please check back later. So just before I started recording this tutorial, all of a sudden it was like 25 calls popped up, and then over the minute they all disappeared. So you can refresh this. I do have a tutorial on how to automatically refresh using this extension, Auto Refresh Plus, and to put in a notification so you'll get a little sound alert when there are transcription jobs available. So make sure to check that out because that will help you too. So right now there's none available. Let's check Scribby. Okay, Scribby right now has 36 files available. As you can see here, this one will pay $1, $1, $1, $1. This one's 6 minutes long. So it's a lot of work for quite little money, if I'm being honest. Let's refresh this page and see how many transcription jobs are available now. Okay, so now it's only 5 available. Obviously, people are working a lot on here, so the job availability is limited, but they are constantly putting more up. You just have to be refreshing it. Okay, CrowdSurf, the last time I was on this page, you can see here, there's 1,070 available. I'm going to refresh it and see now how many are available. Okay, so now we've got 44 in this section, and this was just about an hour ago that was 1,000, so now it's down to 44. But then this one's a little different. It's transcribe up to 35 seconds of media to text, and you can earn up to 17 cents per hit. Okay, now we're going to go to Rev. This is the Rev captioning. Okay, so right now there's 3. You can see how quickly they're popping up, claimed, claimed, claimed. Down here it says there's 346 jobs in the Rever Plus queue. So in order to become a Rever Plus, you need to do a lot of different jobs for Rev and work your way up so you have a better reputation. So there's lots of work for these people, but what's happening is the Rever Plus, they are taking them all first, and what's left over is what eventually the beginners get. So you can refresh and see if more are popping up, and I've been kind of previewing this all day, and all of a sudden it'll be like 50 new jobs available, and you slowly see them disappearing. And this is why I always recommend people to have an account with multiple websites so you can always be doing some work and monitoring all of your job websites at once, even if you have 10 little windows all at once, and putting up notifications so you can get some work. Again, please watch my video on the auto refresh and also how to set up with another extension all of your tabs open at once so you can monitor everything at once. It really helps you get jobs faster and quicker. Okay, we're going to go over to casting words. Let's refresh this. Okay, so right now it's showing me lots of different jobs available, but these are for advanced levels. So if I click on available jobs, I just created an account with casting words, and these 94 are not available to me yet because my level hasn't reached that. So casting words, the availability is already quite limited, even when it's not a quarantine crisis going on right now. So this one I think is better. This one you could do if you're really desperate, but from what I've seen, there haven't been a whole lot. Maybe like, I don't know, I've saw about 5 today pop up on available jobs. So this is an option, but again, the availability is not as great as the other ones. So if I were to say, where should you apply right now of all of these, I would say if you're from North America, crowd-surf work, because there seems to be lots available. You can also try applying from them if you're international, but again, a lot of people are not hearing back. So if you are from somewhere that's not North America, I would recommend Scribby, because I've seen, even earlier today, I saw like 100 files available. So there is work on Scribby. There is constantly new work on QA World. And of course, Rev captioning, there's work that's coming in almost by the hour. Okay, so the second option you have to make money online right now is to sign up on any of these 3 websites to do micro tasks or micro jobs. Some people also call this data entry. Now, these websites, you get paid a small amount to complete a small task. For the first one, remote tasks, you will need a computer, but for click worker or micro workers, you only need a mobile phone, mostly. Okay, so first I want to talk about remote tasks. Remote tasks always has some type of job availability. Anyone can do it. The thing is, they do have certain countries where you're not allowed to do it. I have a video where I explain how you can sign up from any country, but you do need to verify your mobile phone. So you can watch my video on how to do that. The pay rate is super low. It only works out to about $1 to $2 per hour on average. The good thing is that it pays through PayPal, which I know some countries don't support PayPal, but if you do, there's no fees and it gets deposited once a week right away, and there's no minimum payout. So if you make 59 cents, you'll get that once a week. The thing is, with remote tasks, you need to do some training and a small test before you can take tasks, but the training is really easy and the test isn't difficult. They'll tell you if you get it wrong, and you have unlimited retries until you get it right. It is tedious, boring work. Sometimes they want you to paint in where there's a road and where there's a highway and things like that. There's lots of different types of tasks. So it's not something I think I would recommend for trying to make a lot of money. But let's say you have nothing else to do. All the other jobs on this list, there's no work. This is something you can do if you just even want to try to make some money, or you're stuck at home for 3 weeks and you're bored and you're like, okay, I'll just try to make as much money as I can doing something. The next website is called Clickworker. Now, Clickworker has lots of different types of jobs. The ones I've been seeing lately are taking selfies of yourself to do some artificial intelligence training. So they might want you to take a picture of yourself looking up at the ceiling or down at the floor or to the left or to the right. And the pay is pretty good if you don't mind taking pictures of yourself. They also have they want you to do videos of yourself, and you get paid pretty good money. I tried out a couple when I signed up that they paid you for your bad photographs. The job availability is average. It's okay. There's always something. And the pay rate is between 35 cents and $25+ per task. Now, the new one that I've discovered that I'm really happy and excited about to tell you guys about is called Micro Workers. Now, Micro Workers, you can be from any country, and I believe they pay through PayPal and Payoneer. I'm going to do a full tutorial on Micro Workers, I hope sometime this week, but for now I'll quickly show you. There's great job availability. There's lots of jobs available. You can get between 5 cents and $2 per task. Now, some of the tasks are really small, like for example, they want you to like a comment or something on Facebook, or share a post, or go and rate a song, or sometimes even vote for a website to be the best. So it's a lot of little tasks like that. And then they want you to take a print screen or a screenshot to prove that you did it, and then you'll get paid. So I'm going to quickly show you these websites right now. Okay, so here I'm in my account on Remote Tasks in the training center. You would take a bunch of training. You can choose what training you want to do. And then once you pass the training, you can click on Start Tasks and start doing like little jobs. If I click on task log, you'll see, so I'm not doing this continuously. I think the pay rate is super low, but I did these just for my tutorial video to show you. So for all of these, the pay was 1.5 cents for each one. So obviously it doesn't accumulate to much. I think the total I made was like 18 cents. So I definitely prefer micro workers. I think micro workers is way better than remote tasks, and you can get paid more to do less. But this is an option for you. Okay, the next one is clickworker.com. So right here, look at this one. This is $84.25 per job for taking several videos of yourself and your family members to train AI. So if you're all stuck together with your family in quarantine, maybe you guys can do this and make $84. Another one, take 5 selfies with your smartphone for AI training. Show us the best photos of yourself over the years. So there's more videos of yourself, $13, 80 cents per job. Take an image of a document, help train an authentication application. So there's little jobs like this that you can do. There's not a whole lot, but if you're okay with taking selfies or videos of yourself, this is something you can consider. Now, this is the latest one I have discovered. Micro workers. I did a few different jobs. You can see here I made 96 cents. That's just a couple little jobs to try it out to see how it works. When you're signing up to micro workers, make sure you put in your country, your real address, and your real phone number, because they will send you a PIN number to verify your phone number and your actual physical mailing address. But then the kinds of jobs you can do. So all of these you can see for me are in Spanish because I live in Spain, but a lot of these are here. You can see there's 503 available to me. Some of them are click and search. So for example, go on Google and search for a company and then click on the link and then spend 2 minutes or 5 minutes on the website. And then I had to take a screenshot when I entered the website and then when I left the website to prove that I was on the website for 5 minutes. Here you can see the payment, 5 cents, 15, 14. You can organize these by the most paying. So we're going to see the highest paying jobs here. So this one's $4, $2, 80 cents. Now I like this one here, success percentage. If something says 100, then that would mean that people are actually getting paid for these. So maybe you'll want to order them by best rating. So just do the ones that say 100%, because that means all of these people who've done these tasks have gotten paid. The third option of how to make money under quarantine is to sign up and create an account with either Fiverr or Upwork. With Fiverr, you will use your own skill sets to create jobs or gigs that people can pay you money for, starting at $5. You could offer your skills as a translator, a proofreader, even in your own language, writing skills, graphic creation, blog commenting, article writing, and so on. Upwork is different in that you will search for a job and then use connects to apply for the jobs. So you get 60 free connects each month to apply for jobs, which is plenty. And you can create a profile and show off some of your skills and experience. And there's hundreds and hundreds of different kinds of jobs, including writing, translating, virtual assistant, data entry, proofreading, video editing, graphic design, and more. Every day there's hundreds and hundreds of new jobs posted, so I definitely recommend checking Upwork out. And our final section is website testing. So with these websites, you get paid to test out different websites. Now, for these websites, to work for both user testing and Validately, you will need to pass a test first. So basically, the test requires you to record your screen and microphone as you are reviewing or using the website they choose. If you pass, you'll later receive emails when there are new tests available. If you qualify after taking a screener test, then you get paid for the job. The only problem is that sometimes you need to take a lot of screeners before you qualify. So user testing, it's a little poor, the job availability. I've done 3 or 4 tests for user testing and got $10 for 10 minutes of work. So it was easy. But sometimes you have to take so many screeners in order to qualify. More people seem to have success with Validately. Now, with Validately, you usually have a live conversation with someone using your webcam and microphone, and they'll ask you questions while you review and use their website. So this here is an example of user testing. Right now, you can see all these different tests, and what you would do is you take a screener to see if you can qualify to test this. So for example, this one, you'll be scheduled to speak with a customer live about a website. The test is 30 minutes long and the payout is $30. So if I go to my completed test section, you'll see that I was paid $10 for this one, $10 for that one, $3 for that one, for example. And the other one is Validately. Now with Validately, once you are approved, you don't actually log in to do any tests. They will send you emails. So I've just searched Validately within my Gmail to see all that would come up, and you'd see that, how frequently I'm getting these emails. And I delete quite a few that I get. I really should just unsubscribe from the list. But you can see there's quite a few I'm getting. This is $10 for 10 to 15 minutes of your time, $70 for 60 minutes of your time. Make sure when you're doing this to use Chrome. So with Validately, you really need to be one of the first people to click on these because they are quite competitive because it's good pay. So just make sure you have your notifications on your email apps on your phone so you can get alerted right away when you have a new email. So that is my list of 12 different websites where you can start making money during this quarantine or even when this is all over. My biggest advice to all of you is to apply to as many of these websites as you can, even if you get accepted into one or two. A lot of people get accepted into one job site and then complain about how there aren't enough available jobs. But this is what happens with all the websites, especially when there is such a high demand for work like right now with COVID-19. So get applying to all of these websites or as many as you can, and that way, even if you can complete a few jobs or a few tasks a day from different websites, it will all add up to some form of income at the end of the week. So with that, I want to wish all of you safety and health for you and your families during this difficult time, and I'm hoping for your success in your journey to make money from home. Everyone stay safe and take care of yourselves, and thank you very much for watching.